In 1896, amidst the vibrant atmosphere of Santa Cruz, Addie accompanies her parents to a carnival at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Amidst the various activities, her mother heads to the restroom, and her father engages in a game. Left unattended, Addie explores her surroundings. First, she visits a beach by the carnival, and then enters a funhouse. As the lights abruptly go out, Addie finds herself trapped in a house of mirrors, where she unexpectedly encounters her doppelganger. Fast forward to the present day, a family of four embarks on a journey to Santa Cruz, California. Addie, now a grown-up and mother of two, Zora and Jason, reaches her childhood home in Santa Cruz with her husband, Gabe Wilson. After hours of travel, Gabe suggests a visit to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk for some nighttime enjoyment. Despite Addie's reluctance due to haunting memories of her past encounter at the funhouse, Gabe persuades her and the family heads to the beach. During their drive, the family enjoys each other's company. Zora playfully teases Jason about his magic fire ring. Along the way, they witness paramedics transporting the body of an elderly man with blood on his chest. Upon reaching the beach, they reunite with friends Josh Tyler, Kitty Tyler, and their twin daughters. As the two families unwind, Jason heads to the bathroom. Upon his return, he's taken aback by a man resembling the deceased man they had seen earlier. Addie panics upon realizing Jason is missing, and when they locate him, they opt to end their beach outing. Later that night, Addie shares her childhood doppelganger encounter with Gabe, who remains skeptical. In the midst of their conversation, the lights abruptly go out. Jason interrupts, revealing a family standing in their driveway. Peering through the window, they observe a family of four. Addie calls the police while Gabe confronts the mysterious family outside. The strangers, unresponsive, evoke an eerie silence. Equipped with a baseball bat, Gabe ventures out again. This time, the mysterious family begins approaching him, causing him to feel threatened. He retreats inside and locks the doors. However, the intruders locate a hidden key and gain entry. To the family's astonishment, the intruders are their doppelgangers. In the living room, they are cornered and threatened with scissors. Each family member faces their doppelganger. Jason's is Pluto, fascinated with fire. Zora's is a sadistic figure named Umbri. Gabe's is Abraham, and Red, Addie's double, seems to lead the group. Red, the only one able to speak with a guttural and raspy voice, explains they are the Wilson family's shadows, known as the Tethered. Having shared a soul with their counterparts, they have lived as shadows until now, seeking to break free. Red recounts a tale of inequality, detailing the stark differences in their lives. Addie had a privileged existence while Red endured hardships, including raw rabbits for sustenance and sharp, cold toys. Addie married her loving prince, Gabe, while Red was tethered to Abraham. The tether gave birth to twisted versions of their counterparts. Red harbors resentment for Addie and her seemingly perfect life, prompting their emergence from the shadows to claim their own existence. After this revelation, Red compels Addie to handcuff herself to the table. Abraham takes Gabe to another room, Umbri pursues Zora, and Pluto coerces Jason into playing with fire. The intruders aim to separate, terrorize, and ultimately kill the Wilson family. Pluto and Jason play with fire, revealing Pluto's scarred face. Umbri chases Zora, but a bystander intervenes and Zora escapes as Umbri heals the intervening man. Meanwhile, Abraham incapacitates Gabe, placing him in a bag in a boat. Gabe, discovering a tiny hole, notices a baseball bat nearby. The boat abruptly halts, giving Gabe an opportunity to escape from the bag. He strikes Abraham with the bat, sending him into the water, but as the boat resumes its journey, Gabe falls into the water. Climbing back onto the boat, Gabe is attacked by Abraham, whom he manages to push back into the water and ultimately kill. Gabe steers the boat toward the house. Meanwhile, Jason realizes that Pluto mimics his actions. He distracts Pluto with his fire ring, escapes, and locks him inside a room. Red, hearing the commotion, unlocks the door for Pluto and searches for Jason. Discovering Addie's old stuffed toy, Red cuts its head off. Despite Addie being handcuffed, she spots a fireplace poker nearby, frees herself, finds Jason, and together, they flee the house. They reunite with Zora in the driveway, where Gabe arrives with the boat just in time. The family boards the boat and manages to escape. Elsewhere, the Tyler family is at home when Kitty hears a noise, prompting Josh to investigate. Suddenly, their doppelgangers appear and swiftly kill the family. The Wilsons arrive, and Addie seeks help from Josh's double. When he opens the door, Addie realizes it's not him and hits him with a fireplace poker. Inside, others pull Addie in. Gabe and the kids outside encounter the imposter Josh. The kids run away as Gabe distracts him. Inside, Zora grabs a golf club for protection as they hear Addie's screams upstairs. They find the dead bodies of the twins on the floor while their doppelgangers play in the background. One of the doppelganger twins confronts Zora, and she dispatches her by hitting her with a bat, causing her to fall over the railings. They then face the other twin, and after a struggle, Zora manages to kill her too. In the bedroom, Kitty's doppelganger has tied Addie to the bed. Gabe rushes to the boat, pursued by imposter Josh. Gabe uses a flare gun to defeat Josh in a confrontation. Kitty witnesses Gabe killing Josh through the window. At that moment, Zora attacks Kitty from behind, but Kitty manages to evade the attack. About to stab Zora, Kitty is stopped by Jason, who gets her on the head. The Wilsons sit in the living room, trying to make sense of the situation. Unable to reach emergency services, they turn to the news and realize that similar incidents are happening nationwide. Reports reveal that doppelgangers are emerging from sewers, armed with scissors, mindlessly stabbing people across the country. The news depicts the doubles forming massive human chains after killing their counterparts, suggesting meticulous planning. Given the widespread chaos, Addie decides to drive along the coast and escape to Mexico. As the family gets into the car, they encounter Inbreeding in front of them. Zora attempts to hit her with the car, but Inbreeding jumps onto it. Zora abruptly stops the car, causing Inbreeding to be impaled on a tree branch. The family quickly flees the scene, passing numerous dead bodies along the way. Their journey is interrupted by a burning car blocking the road, and Pluto, Jason's double, appears. Addie confronts Pluto while the others stay in the car. Jason realizes it's a trap. Pluto intends to ignite the family's car. He urges everyone to exit before Pluto can light the match. Knowing that doppelgangers mirror their movements, Jason walks backward, causing Pluto to do the same. Eventually, Pluto reaches the burning car and perishes in the flames. However, Red emerges from hiding, kidnapping Jason. Addie pursues them, discovering a long human chain of doppelgangers standing along the beach. Reaching the location from her childhood, she finds a door leading downstairs. A rabbit emerges from the door, prompting Addie to descend into a vast and secretive establishment. As she takes an elevator, she enters a sprawling hallway with numerous rooms on either side, filled with rabbits. In one room resembling a classroom, she finds Red, who is preoccupied with a drawing of a doppelganger human chain on the board. When Addie inquires about her son's whereabouts, Red begins to ramble about their shared humanity and unveils the dark secret behind their existence. Red reveals that the Tethered, also known as Shadows, are artificially created beings designed by the government to manipulate their surface-dwelling originals for sinister purposes. The project aimed to create clones connected to people through their souls, intending to control the entire American population like puppets. However, the experiments failed, leading to the abandonment of the Tethered underground for generations. They survived by mindlessly mimicking their counterparts and subsisting on rabbit meat. Faith inadvertently brought Red and Addie together that night. Recognizing Red's uniqueness, the Tethered selected her as their leader. Years of planning culminated in a desire for vengeance and a statement of their existence, symbolized by the human chain. Red explains that after their initial encounter, she enrolled in a ballet class to mimic Addie's dance movements, which ultimately became her means of salvation. The two engage in a ballet-inspired fight, with Red skillfully evading Addie's attacks. As the fight intensifies, Red leaps at Addie with a pair of scissors, but Addie retaliates by fatally stabbing her with the fireplace poker. In her dying moments, Red whistles the same tune Addie heard during their first encounter. This agitates Addie, leading her to strangle Red with her handcuffs in a maniacal act of revenge. She then discovers Jason hiding inside a nearby locker. They both exit and find Gabe and Zora hiding inside an ambulance. The family drives away in the same ambulance. While Addie drives, a flashback reveals the night she met Red. Face to face, Red suddenly choked Addie, unconscious, and dragged her down to her room, handcuffing her to the bed. Red assumed Addie's identity, and that night, Addie's parents unknowingly took home their daughter's doppelganger. This explains why Red, as the only Tethered capable of speech, led the revolt. Red's damaged voice resulted from her double choking her, while Addie's childhood inability to speak was due to her initial experiences as a Tethered. The movie concludes with a chilling scene, a several-mile-long human chain formed by the doppelgangers, serving as a haunting testament to their existence. If you enjoyed this video, check out another video popping up on your screen now.